Love this. That's why I need a standing desk. Hey everybody, Mountain Grandma here. Today I'm going to be building this electric standing desk, and I'm doing this as part of the Building Skills collaboration. This is hosted by Linda over at Another Time 2023, Jan at Simply Jan Homestead, and myself. And there are some amazing content creators that are joining in with us to encourage all of you to build some stuff. So there are some great experienced folks that are going to be building things, and then there are some less experienced folks that are building things just to help motivate you and encourage you to give it a try. And if you're somebody that doesn't typically build things because you rely on someone else to do it for you, well, I can completely relate to that, but it doesn't mean that we can't build stuff, because yes, we can. And I'm going to be building this desk. So before I start doing this, I do want to encourage you to go down to the description box down below, check out the other videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and then leave a comment, because there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this collaboration with some amazing prizes, hundreds of dollars worth of prizes. Make sure you check out the details down below and reference the playlist. There'll be one on my channel, Linda's channel, and Jan's channel also. All right, now let's go ahead and build this standing desk. This is what I'll be building today. And this electric standing desk, you're supposed to be able to push a button here and the table will go up and down as needed. This is going to be the answer to my problems for needing a taller desk for sewing and needing a desk that can raise, so when I'm working during the daytime I can stand instead of sit all day. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's open this up. Okay. See what we have here. Now my husband says I'm not necessarily building anything, I'm putting it together. So here's one piece. To me, it's the same thing. Just saying. Okay, and here's the secret to the magic right here. With instructions, we could do anything, right? Okay. Let's get started. Step one, make sure you got all your stuff. So I'm going to go through here and make sure all these parts are accounted for. All right. They have also labeled all of these. So I put them in alphabetical order to help me. Now, on to step one. All right, we're starting out with these table pieces. We're going to use these little guys to connect them. And I found that they actually go in these holes really easily. Look at that. All right, let me put the other side on too, and then we'll move to step two. Okay, one thing I noticed was I didn't have this the right way. I had to flip-flop those over because they're supposed to be upside down too. So next I'm going to take this part T, some of these screws M, and I'm going to be attaching this at the bottom and up there at the top with this guy. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. All right, now on to do the other three, and I'll be back with you. All right, we're on this step at the top where we're connecting the number 2 piece to the number 4-1 piece. There it is. I might have to get my husband's screw gun for this. Okay. Right, I've got the 4.1 part, and then I also have the 4.2 done. They were both basically the same. So now we'll move on to step 4. All right, moving on. I gotta put this guy, number 5, onto the bottom of each of these sides. So, get this guy swerved around, and this should go down here some way, somehow. Let's see. It goes like this. Okay. Like that. And these same screws. All right, one down. Now I'll do the other one and I'll be back with you. All right, step 5. We are going to be putting the bases onto the legs of the desk. So, for this, they provided longer screws. All right, I'm going to tighten these up and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, the next step is easy enough. We put the legs onto the base of the table and connect them in the middle. And then, step 7, looks like we just start screwing everything down with the M screws. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do that. And here it is. All right, it did say do these 2 screws first and then the ones for the holes over here. So I'll get started on that. All right, before I tighten these, I'm gonna go put them on the other side also, and then I'll tighten them all together. All right, this next step, I'm gonna be taking this pole here and connecting it right in the middle of this table somehow. All right, let's do it. So that has to connect. Okay, hold on, we're gonna connect that here. Okay. Over here. There we go. And tighten this die. Okay. All right, now next step is to attach this guy here. These are the buttons that you'll push to raise and lower the desk. So I'll go ahead and get the screws and get this screwed in. All right, now the last step, other than plugging it in, is really just easy stuff. I might not video this part. Just kind of putting these in there. There's this basket thing that goes to, and it just already has clamps that you hook it on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, get this table turned around and show you what it looks like. Well, here it is. Got the buttons there to raise and lower it. All right, here's what I'm liking. See it raising? Yay! Oh my gosh. Keeps going, keeps going. Wow, I'm afraid to make it go too high. 104, I don't know, 104 something. What is it? I'll have to look and see what that means, because that's not inches, but it's at 104. I'm guessing that might be centimeters, maybe, I don't know. But yay, perfect height for me to be able to stand and work at this, and then also to cut fabric. There's this little thing that might get in my way, but I have a green fabric cover to go over this. And this is one of 2 tables. So I still got to put the other table together. But I would say all in all, review-wise on this table, this is a great table to have. I'm super excited about the versatility now of being able to stand while I work instead of sitting all day. That's amazing. And then I'm also happy about being able to cut fabric without having to bend over and have back pain resulting from that. So, super excited about this. Did it all by myself. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to go check out the other videos in this collaboration. Hope it's encouraging you all to go build some stuff and work on those building skills. We will see you next time, and until then, make sure you keep your joy, folks.